It's a grey winter's day in the marketplace of Abbeville. Business is slow in spite of the cut price offers, and in biting sub-zero temperatures, the stall holders look pretty miserable. There's a cold front that's hanging over the Somme, and we're not talking about the weather. In Abbeville, 30% of the population is unemployed. It's about the same number of people who last year in local elections voted for the Front National. Christian Mandos is a model party member, a local campaign manager with a talent in new media, keen to impress on us the new image of his party.
First, we refuse to be called far right. No way, we are not far right. And we are the only party to get out of Europe, to get our own money back to the franc.
President Sarkozy's gains within the working class were crucial in 2007, but as crucial were his gains within the Front National's traditional older electorate, largely the lower middle class, perhaps even small market holders like these. But polls suggest that today they are returning to the FN, a party that is very different to the one they left 5 years ago.
Je suis communiste. Bon.
I'm normally a communist voter, said this man who was cycling through the market. But this time I'm voting Le Pen. And the shopkeepers I'm speaking to, they're voting Le Pen too. No one's hiding it anymore.
C'est tout.
The party's modernising leader, Marine Le Pen, is running a smart, savvy campaign. Tous ensemble, all together, says the slogan. And her support committee introduced to the media last week could scarcely be more culturally inclusive. There's the mother whose roots are in the Ivory Coast, the man from Guadeloupe who used to support President Sarkozy, a civilian police worker with Moroccan origins, and a man who is a leading light in French jewellery. But here in Abbeville there are very few immigrants, because there are very few large factories. I'm standing by the edge of a deserted field next to a huge red brick chimney. It belonged to the Béguinsay sugar refinery, closed in 2007. They lost 79 jobs. The blame, says the Front National, lies with Europe. Sugar beet quotas shared with new members of the European Union cost Abbeville its factory that had stood here for 130 years. In Strasbourg, bosom of the European Union, Marine Le Pen told me she has shifted her party's focus away from its narrow obsession with immigration towards the ailing economy. She wants a return to national sovereignty, a withdrawal from the euro, the return of border controls, and an unapologetic protectionist policy to reindustrialise France.
In order to regain our interior market, we have to look out for French businesses. If we don't, our economy will collapse. We've already lost 500,000 jobs in industry in the space of 5 years. We have to address this unbridled globalisation, as it's become all-engulfing. We need to return to posterity and regain our freedom as a people. Slavery to debt just isn't my thing.
The analysts have ridiculed some of these economic pledges, and more than once she's been grilled on the numbers. But on the campaign trail, it's highly effective. In the market of Abbeville, boulangère Nathalie Cellier says she wants out of the euro, and she wishes her country was just as Eurosceptic as Britain.
Les Anglais n'ont pas voulu faire l'Europe, je pense qu'ils ont eu raison, parce que depuis le changement, ça a été multiplié par 10 au niveau des charges, au niveau de plein de choses. On fait tout pour économiser, mais le gouvernement n'en fait pas l'économie. On est impuissant face à ça et très en colère, et c'est pour ça que les gens veulent voter Marine en pensant que le changement va se faire. Ils veulent du changement, ils veulent faire voir leur colère. Ça c'est sûr.
Marine Le Pen needs the support of 500 elected officials to reach the presidential ballot and is still 150 short. Yet despite the reticence of local mayors around the country, the polls say she's eating into Mr Sarkozy's slice of the vote and could yet supplant him in the second round. There is still reluctance among voters to declare publicly their intention to vote for the FN. But then that leaves the unanswered question, how many will support them in the privacy of the voting booth in 3 months' time?